Trump's potential re-election could bring America its first genuine oligarchs, warns democracy activist Garry Kasparov. John Bolton draws parallels between Kash Patel and the Soviet secret police leader, while CNN comments that Trump's plan to replace the current FBI director with the firebrand Kash Patel has garnered bipartisan criticism. Additionally, Trump appoints Mossad Boulos, Tiffany Trump's father-in-law, as a senior advisor on Arab and Middle Eastern affairs.
Intel's Arc B570 GPU specifications are leaked just a few days before its launch. Meta is implementing a requirement for financial advertisers to undergo verification to prevent the proliferation of celebrity scam ads targeting Australians. Sappion and Rebellions merge to establish Korea's first AI chip unicorn. Oxford Word of the Year 2024 is named brain rot. The gene responsible for the orange fur in cats has finally been discovered. Additionally, a study reveals that ultra-processed foods significantly increase the risk of developing active psoriasis. Ukraine must explore diplomatic avenues to reclaim occupied territories, as President Zelensky emphasizes to Kyoto News. Ukraine anticipates the surge in the use of uncrewed ground vehicles and AI targeting drones by 2025. Reportedly, Ukrainian-trained, Turkish-sponsored Syrian rebels lead an assault on Aleppo.
Wall Street anticipates a slower pace of Federal Reserve rate cuts in 2025. Carlos Tavares, the CEO of Stellantis, abruptly resigned amidst a decline in sales of U.S. Jeep and Ram vehicles. Additionally, a new stock exchange is set to launch in 2025, promising to provide 23 hours trading. Submarine cable resilience board announced on the same day, possibly due to a cut by China, that the Baltic cable has been repaired. Tragically, 19 lives were lost in Sri Lanka and India due to Cyclone Fengal. A recent report reveals that climate change is causing the world to lose 12% of its GDP annually for every 1 degree Celsius of warming.
Crypto, politics, tech, and more. Get your daily news fix with news source scrollers. 02. December 2024 edition. China's 621 miles per hour maglev train, equipped with 5G technology, could potentially revive the concept of the Hyperloop, which Elon Musk had previously abandoned. In Saudi Arabia, the Riyadh Metro partially opened its doors, aiming to alleviate the city's traffic congestion. Additionally, there are reports of a covert now-ended collaboration between Apple and China's BYD on developing long-range electric vehicle batteries, And building Apple products has become a side hustle for China's biggest EV maker BYD.
Georgian president denounces parliament as illegitimate following the U.S.'s suspension of its strategic partnership. Crime boss Hutch narrowly misses out on a seat in the Irish parliament. In the U.S., President Biden grants pardons to his son Hunter Biden, and Hunter Biden says his mistakes were exploited for political sport. He will never take pardon for granted. Trump calls Hunter Biden pardon an abuse and miscarriage of justice.
African penguins could face extinction by 2035. Synthetic bags were found in the stomach of a whale that died after being stranded in Hong Kong. Global plastic pollution talks were extended after nations failed to reach a crucial agreement. Sales of Bibles are booming, driven by first-time buyers and new versions, as reported by the Wall Street Journal. In a significant development, Pope Francis addressed French elected officials and expressed opposition to assisted dying. Additionally, a new study of Einstein's relativity reveals that time appears to move faster on the Moon. Reportedly, George Clooney fuming he was seduced by Barack Obama to put boot into Joe Biden before being blamed for Trump win. Zelensky agrees on X to a 3-hour Lex Fridman podcast appearance, as Musk touts another win for the platform. Wall Street Journal reports that Musk's rivals fear he will target them with his new power.
The United Nations has suspended aid shipments through Gaza's primary crossing following looting incidents. The UN has blamed Israel for the looting. Netanyahu's former defense minister, Yalon, has criticized the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, stating that it is not the most morally upright army in the world and has reiterated the accusation of ethnic cleansing. Furthermore, Israeli leadership has been accused of leading the country down a path of ethnic cleansing in Gaza. Additionally, an Israeli strike in Gaza resulted in the deaths of World Central Kitchen workers, with Israel claiming that one of the victims was an attacker on October 7th. German Medical Association calls for the reversal of the partial legalization of cannabis, which was implemented 8 months ago. Germany legalized cannabis possession for personal use starting April 2024. Additionally, a recent study revealed that nearly half of weight loss participants reduced their alcohol consumption after beginning anti-obesity medication. Furthermore, a study has shed light on the fact that children with high IQs tend to receive an ADHD diagnosis later in life.
Korean court orders Japanese firms to compensate wartime forced labor victims. Belgium's sex workers get maternity leave and pensions under World First Law. China hails U.S. release of citizen convicted over child pornography.
Russia is allocating a third of its budget to defense as the ongoing war in Ukraine depletes its resources. In contrast, the European Union has pledged €1.5 billion to Ukraine monthly throughout 2025 as announced by its newly appointed European Council president. Additionally, the U.S. is not considering returning nuclear weapons to Ukraine, as stated by Sullivan.
Japan. Adani asserts that no company officials are facing U.S. bribery charges. VW union plans to commence walkouts in response to cost-cutting measures.
Shoppers can be made to feel sorry for single bananas, study finds. Study claims biodiversity impacts of recent land use change driven by increases in agri-food imports and nature is changing as land abandonment increases. Submarine detection at near light speed possible with China sci-fi like radar, as Chinese scientists create a ghost radar moving at near light speed to detect submarines. Wage inequality has declined in two-thirds of countries worldwide since the beginning of the 21st century. In India, Infosys was fined 283 rupees crore for visa fraud and abuse of the U.S. immigration process. Additionally, the Polish parliament approved an extension of parental leave for individuals who have had premature births.
European Parliament supports Hong Kong's loss of special trading status 3 years ago. The United States terminated Hong Kong's special status due to Beijing's national security law. Hong Kong welcomed over 1 million visitors from the Philippines this year, surpassing its record set in 2018. Holcim sold its Nigerian unit to Huaxin Cement for a value of $1 billion.
The UK must take measures to reduce electricity costs in order to meet its green targets, according to the chief of a climate body. Japan is considering the development of a next-generation solar power system that could generate the equivalent energy output of 20 nuclear reactors. China has undertaken a massive project to encircle its largest desert with a giant green belt, titled the Great Wall of Taklamakan.
In the United Kingdom, the Metropolitan Police were unable to locate the stolen bicycle outside of Scotland Yard. A Yakuza family publicly condemned the escalating organized crime known as Yamabeto. Children are involved in a surge of contract killings as Swedish gangs exploit a legal loophole.
Coinbase policy chief anticipates swift approval of cryptocurrency laws following Trump's election victory. In a related development, South Korea's Democratic Party has agreed to postpone the implementation of a cryptocurrency tax for 2 years. Additionally, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has filed a lawsuit against Tuzi Capital and its CEO, alleging a $115 million crypto mining fraud that allegedly affected approximately 1,500 investors.
Number 1 hit and more. YouTube Music Charts. Global Top Songs November 22, November 28, 2024.
APT, Rosé et Bruno Mars.
Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars.
AJ Kiraat, Madhubanti Bagchi, Divya. Tu boda, Oscar Maidón y Fuerza Regida.
Kisik Sublashini.
Si antes te hubiera conocido, Karol Minnale, Arichara Nisweta Moan.
Birds of a Feather Billie Eilish. Spotify Weekly Top Songs Global. From the Friday, November 22, Thursday, November 28, 2024.
APT, Rosé, Bruno Mars.
Die with a Smile Lady Gaga Bruno Mars. Luther with SZA. Kendrick Lamar SZA. Birds of a Feather Billie Eilish. Squabble Up, Kendrick Lamar. That's So True Gracie Abrams.
From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18, November 24, 2024. Most viewed films in English. The Merry Gentleman, Hot Frosty, Spellbound, Minions, The Rise of Gru. Most viewed films non-English. Tmax, The Lost Children, Let Go, Devara.
From the Netflix Global Top 10 list of November 18, November 24, 2024. Most watched TV in English. A Man on the Inside Season 1. Arcane Season 2. Cobra Kai Season 6. Most viewed TV non-English. The Cage Season 1. Sisters Feud Season 1. The Empress Season 2. Nintendo US Digital Bestsellers. From 02 December 2024. Super Mario Party Jamboree. My Sims. Cozy Bundle. Stardew Valley. The Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. Steam's hottest games. Global top-selling and top-played games across Steam. From the top 100 products by revenue for Tuesday, November 12, 2024 Tuesday, November 19, 2024. Counter-Strike 2. Farming Simulator 25. PUBG Battlegrounds. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. CISA's cybersecurity alerts and advisories. CISA releases 6 industrial control systems advisories. CISA adds one known exploited vulnerability to catalog.